Zane Show podcast has begun, a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures. The closest of calls yesterday. The closest of calls. This is what I texted my wife. She was at Bible study. What the hell is Darla doing over there? Settle down. That's like a new thing. Diana goes to Bible study. And I'm like, this is definitely reducing my chances of getting anal. I was on my walk. And, by the way, she's like, yeah, you got to go. You've got to go. And I'm like, I got nothing against it. Nothing against it. But I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe one day, but I'm just not really, I don't know if that's going to work for me right now. No good reason. I don't want to speculate any further because then, I don't know. It just makes me look bad if I speculate. But anyway, I texted her this at 6:49 p.m. yesterday. I'm on the last 100 or so meters of my walk, and there's a reasonably good chance that I might shit my pants. When I started that walk around the neighborhood, I got to the point in the neighborhood where I was, if I turned back or kept going, it's the same distance. Like, fuck. And I didn't feel good. I was like, okay, this is happening. This is, there's bad things on the way, on the horizon. I've got to focus here. So for about half of what I had left, I was like, okay, all right. Just calm down. You'll be fine. Then I got to the point where I realized I couldn't actually do the whole walk. I had to cut a portion of the course off to make it home because I was like, okay, abandon ship. Fuck the walk. Get home. I'm passing by my buddy Jordan's house. I'm like, should I bang on his door and go ask him if I can go shit in his toilet? I'm like, no, that's the fucking worst thing in the world. He'll never talk to me again. I mean, I did that not long ago when I went over to pick up that fridge, that garage fridge. Remember that story? Diana bought this fridge from this guy, and it turns out it's someone we know. His name is Steve. He was my brother's college roommate. Hold up. Darla! Steve, oh my God, yeah, so hey, great. Because Diana and him had a conversation. Oh my God, this is what a coincidence. We get there, same thing. And I'm like, Steve, I hate to ask you this, but I have an emergency. I have to use your bathroom. He goes, uh-oh. I go, yeah. I promise, courtesy flush. This is, I'm embarrassed, but it's either your driveway or the toilet. Pick. That's what it would have been like when I was walking home from my walk through my neighborhood, waving at everybody, petting the dogs. I text Diana. It took all of my strength to even get the text out. This is so intense that I have to concentrate on fighting back the pressure. We have such a tsunami. We have such a brown tsunami that is about to hit, that the dam is about to break, that it's actually fatiguing my asshole muscles. You know those muscles that are around your asshole that make it so that thing is like a steel trap? Unless if you're Kyle Ryan. Well, the amount of pressure was causing my ass muscles to get tired. I could feel fatigue. Kind of like if you flex your arm and you hold it for way too long, or you're doing like wall sits and your legs start to burn. That's what was happening. And so, I'm like counting the steps, and I can't do another thing, just keep my head down and walk. And I'm walking in a peculiar type of gait because this is that diarrhea. I'm going up my driveway. Obviously, there's a bit of an incline. Just that amount of change in workload caused a slight squirt to actually sneak through the Stargate. Like that. And I knew, I was like, okay, we're counting down the seconds. Up the drive, through the garage, open the door. I'm like, for the love of God, NFK, do not be in that bathroom. Most people, when they start a podcast, don't start talking about taking a dump. But this was, I can honestly tell you, this was the most dire scenario I've ever had in all of my years of shitting outside. This felt every bit as bad as when I had the Honduras incident, when I had to wipe my asshole with that banana plant leaf. My God. I don't have any explanation as to what Darla is doing over there. I think she's doing that thing that dogs do when they... No, I think she's losing her mind. She's actually pretending to be digging a hole on the couch. And making herself comfortable. Thank God. That's what she was, setting up her bed. Fluffing it up. Oh, God. Corey writes, women complain about childbirth all the time, but men take really big shits, so it's pretty much the same. I don't think that it is. Oh, my God. This was absolutely horrid, dire circumstances. Corey says, it's so big it rips your O-ring, and it's a bloody shit. I've not had that happen. Tyler says deep breathing is the key to power through those incidents. Maureen says, karma for telling the Gary at the Men's Warehouse NFK story yesterday? No, that was a good story. Gary is a legend. And, I mean, at least if I had done that, that were me at the Men's Warehouse, I would say something. I wouldn't just take off the pants and give them to someone. Something I hope my neighbor says to me. It's either your driveway or the toilet. I think you mean never says to me. Nikki says, are you on the medication for your tinkle issues? Just wondering if that's what is making you feel crummy. No, I'm not sure what it was. There's suggestions about maybe I ate something. No, it was nothing strange. No idea. Maybe the medicine, maybe food, no clue. All I know is that was rough. One of the worst of all time. Darla, baby, don't lick the couch. No, we don't want to lick the couch. Hang on. We can't have that. Whew. That was one that, like, for an hour after, I was like, what just happened? My God. Tyler says, breathe deep. Ryan says, opposite. Breathing no good. No unnecessary movement. You're absolutely... Hey, that's the way it felt at the time. Holy crap. Megan, okay, she's screaming at me, leave her alone. Earlier, she told me no yelling at Darla. And then she says she's a precious angel. Okay, first of all, she's a pain in the ass. Second of all, she can also be a precious angel, too. But, I mean, for the love of God, your mom powers do not extend to these walls. Your mom powers are for out in the wild and on this show. So settle down and go make a fancy coffee, for the love of God. Amanda suggests I ban you. No, I wouldn't do that. Come on now. Of course she's beautiful. Of course she's gorgeous. All right. Today, who are these broadcasters? 3 p.m., Eric Zane, Carl, and Christian Blatt. One of my biggest critics about that show is just an absolute riot. Some of the comments that this person has made are some of the most sinister things that have ever existed. This person writes, you are a F rhymes with Baggett. Take your metrics and shove them up your ass. You are unliked by many. Your podcasts suck. And now your ego is bruised because I call you a dildo. You are a podcaster at age 60. You don't have money or you'd be sitting on a beach with your dog like me. You are scraping together views and clicks for cash with no marketable talent. God damn. This guy is fantastic at this. I cannot compete with that. I say to this guy, what do you like? WATP, before you came along, you came along. I also listened to Insufferable Bastards. 50s dramas from the radio. Doug from Who's Right. I could go on, but I won't. So basically anything with a modicum of talent. You are a hack and obsessed with people on here not liking your shit product. No one watches TV, and you think people want to watch two worthless hacks and Carl watch you watch TV clips. He's referring to who are these broadcasters. And it's like, I didn't come up with the show. They asked me to be a part of it. Blame Carl. He's a fucking dummy. Get a clue. No one wanted you on the radio, and they don't want you on their podcast feed. Your Twitter engagement should be a good metric of your career. No engagement because no one cares. Holy fuck, this is great. So I invited him to come to the Eric Zane Show podcast subreddit. 480 losers on that sub. You've been doing radio higher long, and you've got 480 subs. Drive your car off a cliff. That is fucking funny. Tyler says, joke's on you, dope. Twitter isn't a thing anymore. It's X now. Yeah, that's true. Corey says, yeah. But you have a hot tub and an RV. That's what Maureen says. It's obvious he doesn't know I have a hot tub. Come on. The fuck? I can go in my hot tub right now. There's no water in it. It's going to be 85 fucking degrees here today. 85, maybe more. That is going to set a global warming record. Holy shit. And then that's it. The bottom drops out. Up north this weekend for what is, I think, going to be a total washout. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, back Sunday. Some show notes. First of all, right away, family members are like, well, should we even go up? Should we be part of it? Should we go up there? I'm like, you idiots. We don't go up there because of the weather. We go up there to be around each other. This is family get-together time. That's what you do. You get some rain gear. You put that shit on, and you go have a good time. The point of it is my dad. Nearly 90. With today, this being a weird week, I do have, I've decided that last week I wanted to go up north. And the week got so jam-packed that when it came down to like Friday, when I wanted to leave, I had nothing done in order to leave. I wanted to go up there and get the place ready for everybody. And I couldn't because I had so much going on. So I wanted to warn you that in place of the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast, and who are these? Could be, who are these Zanes? Who are these Freebeers? Who are these Justins? I'm going to be posting onto Patreon 2 of those something to listen to while I'm away episodes, which are each about 2.5 hours. For those of you who know, then you know. I've gotten pretty solid reviews on those shows. People seem to like them. That is what will be happening on Patreon for the back half of this week. If the time it takes to create those shows, publish them, do them, all that stuff, then you see, I want to get out of here on Thursday to go up north. So that is the plan. Don't hate me. It's 1 week. But it has to be because the amount of, I don't know about you, but when I have that type of pressure on me, even for something as fun as leaving and going away somewhere, when nothing is prepared and nothing is done, I go through an unbelievable level of anxiety and have a fucking panic attack. And I turn, oh my God, what the fuck? This is so terrible. And just all that shit just comes cascading down on you. I know I'm preaching to the choir because you all have this happen. Well, I'm actually doing something about it. I'm like, all right, I'm just doing less because I have to take the time that I would be doing those things and do something else. And that's just the way it's got to be. So that's what's happening. Kenny brings it up. Life and family, more important than anything else, man. Go enjoy. Bring back stories next week. All good. Speaking of Kenny, the content yesterday, the beat up about Kenny's inquiry about the magical piece of equipment here to get the cable feed to the rest of my house. I went back and listened to it, and I wanted to say that it was very strange because I was laughing at the raging lunatic, me screaming at Kenny while I was on my walk just before I had to take a dump. Maybe that's what the karma was. Update. As I told you, the NFK does not have his cable TV that he loves so much right now. So, he's watching TV. Got one channel on the TV through the Xfinity app, and he's watching it. And for some reason, the way it is on the TV, you have to uninstall the fucking app every time in order to get to the channel menu. Otherwise, if you restart it, it just goes on the same channel that you were on, which is not what it does when you watch TV on your phone or your iPad. It always goes back to all of the channels. And so I brought the iPad downstairs, and I had to give him a tutorial about how to use that. Okay, buddy, you can watch whatever you want on this. This is how you do it. And I explained it to him. And it was, okay, imagine someone who has a technology brain of like 1976, and you plop something like an iPad in front of them. Oh. Wow. First of all, his hands, like I've indicated, are a little wonky. Getting a finger to actually point is a bit of a mess. So we figured out, okay, so he goes to like hit one of the apps, like the Xfinity Stream app, and his whole hand just goes poof. Like, oh, okay. He hits like 5 apps at once with his knuckles. I'm like, okay, buddy. So we practice. We get him to do that. I tell him what to do. I let him get started. 10 minutes later, I go back there, and he's got this frustrated look on his face. And he's scrolling through my photos. I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, what? Okay, no, this isn't right. This isn't right. Here, let's start over. And I hit, it's an old iPad, so I hit the home button. I go, okay, this is how you do it. If you ever don't see this screen, if you are suddenly looking at all my home pornos with Diana and pictures of the dogs, those are not TV shows. Okay? You gotta do this. And this is something I thought about. Corey writes, there's now feces all over that thing. Yes. I can guarantee you that. I have it right here. So when he went to bed last night at the usual 8:15, 8:30, Kenny describes it as knuckle feces now. Tyler says a quote from the NFK, shit, fuck, someone left a picture of a cinnamon muff on here. I unhooked that thing, immediately got out the Lysol disinfectant wipes, and clean that thing top to bottom. So he wakes up today. I've got it on Fox 17 Morning News, the TV. He goes, you got to bring that thing down when you're done? I go, yeah, the thing. I'll bring the thing down. Oh, my God. Kenny makes a great point. You cannot go up north until you get that TV fixed for him. Yeah, you're right. The only thing we can do is leave it on Fox 17 for when he wakes up in the morning for 2 hours. And then just leave the iPad down there hooked up, and then he can utilize that. And I don't know if my amplifier, that magical box that you spoke of, is going to be here in time. Today is Tuesday the 3rd. It said it'll be here from anywhere from like the 5th to the 10th. So the 5th is the day I leave. So it might, if he somehow fucks up the iPad. God damn. What happened to Prime 2-day shipping? Well, the only thing I can think of is this isn't exactly the type of product that I don't know. I don't know why. I guess I was right there going to try to give you a reason, but realized that I'm not sure why. Corey says 2-day shipping hasn't been a thing since pre-pandemic. There you go. It's a rare item that nobody else needs. That's what I'm trying to say. Megan says, call me. I'll go fix it for him. You will never be seen again. No. All right. So that does have me concerned. We'll get through it, though. We will get through it. This last night, went to bed. 181.1. Now, I've been flirting with sub 180. In fact, one day over the weekend, I was 179.4. But, it's going to fluctuate. It's going to go down, up, a little bit more down, up, a little bit more. It's kind of do that deal. After the monster dump, I didn't eat anything. When I went to bed, I was at 181. And I'm like, fuck yes. Tomorrow morning, it's happening. So, a gallon of water is 8 pounds. 16 ounces is 1 pound. I had to basically pee out 2 cups, or somehow 2 cups leaves my body through whatever, drooling on the pillow. And I thought, I don't know, that sounds like a lot. But from the time I went to bed to the time I woke up, I was down 1.3 pounds of liquid. Of course, I get up 100 times to go to the bathroom. Al Roker said that you sweat out I think he said a pint of moisture when you sleep. And I still don't believe that. It just doesn't add up in my brain. But definitely under 180 right now. So we're looking at just shy of 7 pounds in today being 35 days. 7 pounds, 35 days. It's going to get more and more difficult, but I'm going to keep fighting. Yesterday was a good food day, not one bit wonky. I'm now using sugar alcohols. And that sounds worse than what it is. But monk fruit sweetener. 0 calories. And none of the side effects of sugar, but there are side effects to sugar alcohols. They're not necessarily absorbed in the stomach, and they have to travel into your intestine in order to be removed from your system. And there's some issues with that. If you use too much sugar alcohols, you'll get a bloating feeling and stomach cramps. So you cannot use too much sugar alcohols. You'll have to look it up if you want more specifics on it. I read it myself. But it's an outstanding sugar substitute, provided you don't overdo it. So now I get rid of the sugar in the cocoa wheats. I put this little monk fruit sweetener on it. And that's cut my calories down on the actual meal. Then you go smoothie, midday smoothie. And then normal something to eat. I made a fucking wrap to eat last night. Probably at like 4 o'clock. And then that's it. Nothing more to eat. Walk my ass off. Shit like it's my job. Success. I still don't know what made me go to the bathroom that bad. It was absolutely fucking awful. Son of a bitch was that bad. D. Squarius Green Jr. I will not have the opportunity to be fraudulent today and tomorrow because I have to get a colonoscopy tomorrow. Yeah, you won't be eating anything. Remember, if you eat Jell-O, nothing red. No red Gatorade. The doc doesn't like that. Brandis says that is why you nearly shit yourself. Why? What are you talking about? Because I had a teaspoon of monk fruit sweetener? I don't know about that. Kenny admits to us all, if I explained everything I ate yesterday, everyone would fuss at me. Well, you might as well, because we all hate you because of what you just said. You know how frustrating it is to all of us? How come we are frustrated with you, but you aren't frustrated with you? You realize that the biggest point of fraudulent fat fucks is you and Amanda. You two actually have debilitating health concerns because of your weight. I mean, we're all silly, wacky about it, trying to shed a few. And you're all flip it. And you and Amanda have the biggest, most serious problems. I'm not even kidding you. And we make this group and we try to support each other. And then too often, you two decide, hey, I don't need to do what everybody else does. I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing. Even after you have a degree of success, losing the weight. You know, it's really, I can't even get mad or make a silly joke about it anymore. It's actually quite serious. I want to yell at you and be silly, but for the love of God, everybody's pulling for you. You've got all these people, and you can't even do your end of the bargain. And then, you know, it all fades away and it goes to shit, and then you're sad. And then we have to go, well, come on now. It's okay, buddy. All that shit. You know, why are you even part of the group then? I would have just lied to me right there. I wouldn't have said what you said. I would have just made it up. Oh, yeah, I'm doing great. And then not say anything and then try again. I think the fact that you admit it actually means that there may be some hope for you. But, you know, every time you get us all excited about you turning it around and living better and saving your own life, you then always self-sabotage, and it's ridiculous. So, you know, I honestly, dude, you're going to end up hurting yourself because with these continued slip-ups, you're that it's going to continue snowballing the opposite direction. Amanda says, that's why I have to go see a psychiatrist. Who told you that? You? Did you diagnose yourself? You two are so similar. It's always a hot start, and then things get hard, so you stop trying. Can you please start trying again? So that you don't die an ugly, painful death, and then your whole family's sad because you couldn't establish your new life like that? Come on, guys. Jesus, fuck. So many excuses. I'm actually considering just leaving the group. Because it started out great, but this disillusion by these two dumb fucks who are slowly every day dying. You're one day closer to death. Your heart is like, God damn, you're not supposed to be this heavy. Let's clog some more arteries. Maybe she'll get the message. Maybe she'll get the message if we give her heart trouble. Amanda with one of her stupid, I posted an inspiring song yesterday. That's the extent of your effort. Posting dumb shit songs and thinking you can win favor in that group. It's all a pile of shit. You are so full of shit. All you're doing is lying to yourself and this group with your dumb songs. Quit posting your stupid songs and go out and take a walk and stop living your life like a piece of shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? God damn it. Brandis says it truly is very difficult for some people. Therapy is necessary. Food can be an addiction, but also many people want immediate requests. And maybe that's immediate results. And when that doesn't happen, they give up. It takes small steps repeated over time and not giving up when results don't happen immediately. Yes. So true. So true. But of what you just said right there, none of these people are going to get the therapy that you suggest, nor are they going to take any little steps. They're going to take a few steps and then stop. All right. I'm going to take a break as a palate cleanser. Maybe you guys will wake up, Kenny and Amanda, get your shit together. I don't know. Maybe not. I give you about a 1% chance of succeeding. Stand by. After the intermission, more fun. Danity does superior cleaning and power washing, pressure wash, clean roofs. Yes. There's also a product, I forget what the fuck it's called, you can put on there that can keep that from can kill everything. Dawn dish soap, is that right? Blue Dawn on your roof before a good rain. I don't know, maybe. Look that one up. All right. Tyler says Eric's not mad. He's just disappointed. Oh, big time. Big time. I was pulling for you guys. I had a feeling Amanda was falling off before Kenny. And then Kenny after. Kind of falling off. I don't know. I hope you get back on, but I'm kind of turning the page on you two. All these people trying to help you and encourage you, and you won't assist in the process. Seems like kind of a waste of everybody's time. Kenny says, stop lumping us together, damn it. Well, no, I am, and here's why. You two are both in the worst spot, and it's critical that you improve, or else it's gonna be ugly. So much more serious for you two. So we all get together and start encouraging you two, and then you cheat on us. And then, so why should we, if you don't care about yourself, why should anyone else? I guess that's the, I'm serious because I'm not yelling at you or calling you names or insulting you. I'm just telling you what's up. So all these people can want nothing but the best for you. And you two don't want anything nice for you. So if you don't care, I don't care. So I don't anymore because you don't care. Maybe you'll learn, and then when you're alone trying to do this, it's a little bit more difficult, but I'm not going to sit around and blow smoke up your asses and then you just fuck you. I'll do it the way I want to do it. Kenny says, I already lost 32 pounds, man. Don't tell me I don't care. No, you don't care. And you lost 32, but you've gained quite a bit back. And don't give me an attitude. You're the one who's fucking around and not doing anything. It's not my fault. I'm trying to encourage you. Don't get defensive. Amanda says, Aram says, Amanda, you have to take action. No more half efforts. She says, I love food. Yeah, guys. Amanda's the only one who loves food. Again, it's always about Amanda. I. Yeah, no one else is experiencing the same thing you are. You're alone, and you're the only one, Amanda. You always think that way. We got a great fight to review. Thank you to Tyler for sending it along. You got Raider fan and you got LA Charger fan. Charger fan, this guy right here looks like Bill Simonson's brother, according to Tyler. Is going to get into a fight, not with the guy with sunglasses, but the guy in front of him with the Howie Long jersey, the black Howie Long jersey. Here's black Howie Long jersey talking to Bill Simonson's brother. This one happens quickly. Keep your eye on Bill Simonson's brother with the hat. Okay, now dude's standing up. He's got the high ground. In a stadium, you can't have the low ground. Oh! He hits him hard with a right. Okay, I like how the lady gets out of the way. She's like, all right, fuck that. I'm leaving. Okay, I'm leaving. Okay, now this guy's down and out. The guy who got hit, he doesn't know what planet he's on. Oh, so this guy clocks him again. Buckles his knees again. Now everybody's standing up. Howie Long here, he's like, oh shit, this was a bad idea. But he goes in again. Bill Simonson's brother easily throws this fat fuck down. And then watch this. Simonson's brother's saying, go sit down. Go sit down. Get out. Go sit down. And he pushes. Holy shit. Fuck yes. Okay, and now this dude with the sunglasses. I think the guy with the sunglasses is like, yeah, I know he's being an asshole. And Bill Simonson's brother is saying, yeah, well, he deserved it. So, and then watch as quickly as that one starts. Watch what happens next. I think this is fascinating. Guys are so not as much drama queens as women. You know? First of all, 99.99% of women don't know any rules of engagement or a fight. Okay? If these were women, they'd be screaming, yelling, their tits would be flying out, they'd be pulling each other's hair, they'd be getting on top of each other. Guys, like Bill Simonson's brother, he just knocks that guy out, and then that's it. Fight's over. Let's sit down and watch the rest of the fucking game. Women would be losing their fucking minds because they're a million times more aggressive than men. This is why we're getting it all wrong when it comes to our military. We've got our fragile men fighting the battles. We need women fighting the battles, and the men should not be going to war. Isn't that true that in the women, that in the Army, I mean, I don't even think that women can be in combat, which is a goddamn mistake. You need all of the women in combat. Howie Long's getting up to his feet. And then this guy's just going to go sit down. He's leaning in. He goes, yeah, I just got my ass kicked. Looks like Simonson's brother was sitting in the wrong seat. Everybody takes their seat. And then that's it. Look at it. He's like tapping the other guy in the back saying, hey, I did a good job, didn't I? God damn. That's why men rule. Chris says no women are allowed in combat right now. If you're going to get into a fight, make sure it's with the row in front of you, not behind you. Rich says now they go have a beer and became friends. That's how it is. Cole says, haven't any of these idiots in stadiums seen Revenge of the Sith? High ground wins. You've lost, Anakin. Then he starts hacking his limbs off like fucking Monty Python. Tyler says, let's hear from our Chargers insider, my right fist, in reference to Bill Simonson's brother. Kyle Ryan, I am having oatmeal with peanut butter mix, cinnamon, and a banana and a side of semen. Yum, he says. Some of that may not be true. Brandis says, love food and have food. Moderation is key. Yeah, I do too. My fucking fridge is full of all the NFK's amazing food, frozen shit. Love it. Oh, my God. I could eat it all day. There's candy everywhere you turn in this house. But after shutting it down for a handful of days, the urge to eat that leaves. And then, but you guys, you two idiots don't know that because you don't try long enough. You don't establish any type of habit, and then you go back to the same old habits. Come on. Talking about several things here. All right. Then it says the Raiders-Chargers finish has had Kevin Harlan going absolutely wild. I missed that. I wonder what this sounds like.
It's first and goal. O'Connell. Intercepted. It's picked off. It's first and goal. O'Connell. Intercepted. It's picked off. Asante Samuel.
There was a clip over the weekend that I wanted to play for you all. Fourth down announcer goes berserk. I think this is it.
Find great stays across the USA.
Some team had like fourth and a mile.
I like that.
Defense. This is it for UCF. They're coming after. McClain. Running out of time. What do you got? McClain. He's still on his feet. Oh my goodness. It's caught. Unbelievable. The game continues.
He's screaming.
McClain. Running out of time. What do you got? McClain. He's still on his feet. Oh my goodness. It's caught. Unbelievable. The game continues. R.J. Harvey, are you kidding me? What did I just say, Eric? Whatever you have to do. I don't care how you do it. You can run left, you can run right, spin backwards, jump over the guy. You have to make a play.
Time out of the half.
And
For
Timmy
Baylor.
McClain
30 seconds.
makes it. And R.J.
Full timeout.
Harvey with the
60 second
strong
timeout.
hands.
They then went ahead and lost. How do you fucking lose? After that, you asshole. I don't know why, but I find that type of announcing horrible. I hate it when they lose it that much. My favorite is the one guy, I forget, he does it for Fox. He's a black dude. That guy's my favorite. There's a fine line between energetic, excited call and losing your shit. His girly scream leads me to believe he lost his shit. More on Fatgate. Kenny says, I have a delivery today of more meal replacement shakes, all the ingredients needed for a month's worth of breakfast smoothies. A month from now, we shall see who's doing what. Well, I would worry about today. I wouldn't look ahead to a month. The success you had in the past was when it was day to day. We'll see. I don't have much hope for you. Maureen says, that's what I want to hear, Kenny. Kenny says, Kenny now says, yeah, you have to allow yourself to have setbacks sometimes, just not make a habit of it. Oh, that's true, but it's your excuse making. I'm not going to deny myself things I want from time to time. That's unrealistic. Well, good luck to you. We'll see. Amanda is, I think, in worse shape than you. Kenny says, who the fuck is making excuses? No, that's true. You didn't actually, I apologize. You didn't actually make an excuse. You just admitted that you fucked it up. I think you can do it. I hope you can do it, but I'm scared for you, man. That's it. It's just frustrating. It's just frustrating because we did the group for you and her. You know? And I've just had it. I'm tapped out because everybody's working their ass off. All right. For those of you that are watching the show on Facebook, X, and YouTube, it's time to say goodbye. Thank you for being here. You can download the show, the audio of the show, wherever you download podcasts. Just search Eric Zane Show Podcast on your favorite podcasting platform. The rest of the show is available on Twitch. Download the Twitch app, search Eric Zane Live, and you're in good shape. You can follow the page, get all the content without it being interrupted. Amanda says, now I need a therapist to find out why I reversed it. Well, that's your excuse. Now you got to go and spend all this time and energy with a therapist. When really all you need is today, worry about today, don't eat like shit today, and go for a walk today. That's all you got to worry about. You're always 10 steps ahead, your brain. I got to find a therapist. So while I look, I'm just going to eat everything in sight, including the kitchen table. Okay? I don't know. I have no idea whether or not you need a therapist. You seem to think you do. But at the end of the day, I think you need a win. I think you need a minute-by-minute win. Every minute that you're not eating anything is a win. Amanda says, I totally need a therapist. I'm going home when I get to work in the morning. And then when I get home at night, I don't want to do shit. Well, that's called willpower and forcing yourself to do it. All right. I've had it. Enough. The Patreon is available for you. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. I'm working on north of 230. Holy crap. And I want you to try it out for free. It's worth it just to hear who are these free beers. I've had more people comment about the latest edition of Who Are These Free Beers. And I think one of the keys was Ben reviewing his own clips. Oh, my God. It made it a million times better. Aram said that he now prefers Who Are These Free Beers over Who Are These Zanes. And I know I had much more fun I definitely have more fun reviewing free beer than I do shitty stuff of your old pal EZ. But it was more fun and more funny. You must check out the audio video of Who Are These Free Beers, and you can do it for free. If you're enjoying the show right now and you're not on Patreon, do yourself a favor and just sign up for the free 7 days. And then watch that. You're going to love it. I'm inviting you to try it out for free for 7 days. Patreon, patreon.com/Eric Zane. It was so much fun, my God. Slamming the Burn King. And the rest of his fucking whatever they are, that zoo crew on that piece of shit show. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. I've had a lot of people talk about all of the fake stations that they say that they're on. Patrick went ahead and did the little homework project I did. Went to the bottom of their webpage where it says stations. And then there's a list of like 55 stations. And like 15 of them, they're not even on those radio stations anymore. They've been fired from those stations. Yet they keep listing them on there to give you the phony illusion that they're on those radio stations. My God. I break that down in detail on the latest edition of Who Are These Free Beers? That was precipitated by this horribly arrogant moment where we said, Freebird said, yeah, well, you may not like us, but seems to be working out. Steve goes, seems to be working out. And Hot Wings goes, yeah, we got a 30 share. And Freebird goes, yeah, we got 55 stations. Oh, fuck. I wanted to beat the fuck out of those arrogant cunts. Fuck that. Patreon, patreon.com/Eric Zane. Keep doing that, and I'll keep doing the show. Ryan says, if you don't sign up, your tits may fall off. Thank you. Corey, addressing Amanda and Kenny, says, I have no faith in any of you. Prove me wrong, losers. I'm right there with you. You idiots aren't going to do anything. In a week or in a month, we're gonna be like talking about how you guys can't stop eating again. And Amanda's going to be posting stupid songs on there. And Kenny's going to be eating Mike and Ike's like they're going out of style. Whatever. Thanks for your bullshit. This is like the worst Alcoholics Anonymous meeting ever. I witnessed more self-control at AA meetings than you losers. Jesus fuck. I got a guy at a meeting. He's white knuckling it, trying to hang on to stop drinking. He's just trying to fight the urge. And he somehow miraculously pulls through. You guys are... Kenny, for some reason, takes a shot at Amanda. I don't know why you want to take a shot at Amanda. I can take a shot at Amanda, and I wouldn't even say what you just said. I have said what you just said, but I know that really upset her, and I think you do too. So I avoid that topic. Kenny says, keep it coming, and then he takes a shot at Amanda. He says, I'm not the one who beat weight loss surgery. Well, I mean, I said that once to her until she told me that was too far, so I don't say that anymore. Kenny says maybe it's what she needs to hear. You're not in the position to be giving anybody a pep talk or doing what you're doing right now. You are no better. That is horrible. You owe Amanda an apology. God damn. You can't be 450 pounds attacking someone who's 450 pounds. The fuck is wrong with you? Hideous human being. Kenny has just earned asshole of the day. Corey says yellow card, unnecessary roughness. No, that's 2 yellows. That's a red. That is a red card. Kenny is now lashing out at Amanda. Those two are going to be fighting while they're riding their mini bikes into the Guinness Book of World Records. Now all of the attention is on your ignorant ass for that. Even if you didn't know that she didn't like that comment, why are you attacking Amanda? There is no point. I mean, you shouldn't be attacking anybody. Everybody here is trying to help you. What the fuck? Linda says, there's the double down. Kenny says, why are you treating me like I'm making the excuses? She is. I'm not even talking about that right now. I'm talking about you ripping on Amanda. What the fuck is that all about? Forget your weight, how fat you are. Now you're just an asshole. Way to go, dick. I don't understand why you go after Amanda. We can go after Amanda. You couldn't. You can't. What the fuck? You are in no position to give anyone a pep talk. You have had zero success for the last 2 decades. And yet you continue to dig your heels in like the dumb, stubborn hillbilly that you are. Corey says, speaking of being fat and double down, anyone remember the double down sandwich from KFC? You're not helping. Megan says, I think I'm Team Kenny in this EZ versus Kenny fight. Oh, so Megan supports Kenny attacking Amanda. You heard it. Megan just said she wants Kenny to attack Amanda in this whole whatever this is that we're seeing. That's awful. Wow. We have this is a first. This is the first time ever. I am shocked at this turn of development. At this development that has taken place in front of us right now. What is going on? My world is topsy-turvy. Megan says, if you can say shit, so can Kenny. Well, look, all I know is this. Of the people that are on fraudulent fat fucks, okay, these two are having the most struggles. And if they're going to sit around and, have moments like this, I don't think it's fair for them to sit there and yell at each other. I don't see Amanda insulting Kenny. And with the worst insults possible. God damn. Kenny says, I'm not struggling like Amanda is, and I'm not making any excuses. She is. No, that's true. You're not making any excuses. But I think at this point in the game, it's more disconcerting. I should say you should concern yourself with you right now because you're in the fight of your life, man. You need to concentrate on you. Kenny says, again, it was a fact, and I did not know. She said talking about that was too far. Now I know. He gives me the middle finger. Brandis says, ugh, this is fucking dumb. This doesn't help anyone, for fuck's sake. All right. Well, I think we should all just admit, everybody pump the brakes. Eric is right. That's what we have to come to realize. All right. This is a story about a lady who was going down a water slide at Disney World. Hold on. There's so many fucking comments rolling in. I have to address these. Corey says that thing had 2 pieces of chicken instead of bread. Groundbreaking. Tyler said it's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. Nikki says, I have definitely kept struggles to myself, Megan, but proud when I make accomplishments. Ryan says, I just had to fast for 15 hours for lab work, and if it weren't for this conversation, I may have eaten my face off at the local BK. There's a couple suing Disney World. Severe injuries on one of their attractions. I don't know if you've ever been to Typhoon Lagoon, but they have a massive 214-foot water slide there called Humunga Kawabunga, which I love that. That just screams fun. Humunga Kawabunga. According to Disney, people plummet down a near vertical 5-story drop. It's a water slide. Riders go without a raft or a tube. You reach speeds approaching 40 miles an hour. And before they go down the slide, they're told, all right, keep your legs crossed at the ankles. Now, we're learning that that is the only thing there to protect you between having fun and having a career-ending injury and very debilitating. Because this lady, near the end of the slide, her body lifted up and she became airborne and she was slammed downward against the slide, which increased the likelihood of her legs becoming uncrossed. At that point, the impact hitting the standing water at the bottom, her legs are wide open. Okay? Like she's getting ready to have sex. And she hits that lagoon of water at the bottom at 40 miles an hour. It caused a rapid, painful turbojet water displacement right up her twat. Causing a horrible wedgie, but which ripped her wide open. And she's bleeding in that lagoon. All the blood's floating in the water and ute meat. Ambulance shows up. The lady's bleeding from the snatch. And she had to go to the emergency room. The lawsuit claims she suffered severe and permanent bodily injury to her private area and damage to her internal organs. This makes me wonder why rides like this even exist. There was one not long ago, within the last decade, where something horrible happened and a kid's head flew off. The lawsuit said Disney warned her about the risk. She would not have. The lawsuit said had Disney warned her about the risk, she would not have gone down the slide. Like when you go up you're at the top. It says if you can get off now if your legs open up. This can happen, and it should show like a bleeding vagina. A pic. You know how like when you have like the abortion activists. They've been everywhere in Grand Rapids, and they're showing, like, big, giant placards of, like, dead babies. You know, like, oh, fuck, I'm never going to have an abortion. They need to show the ripped vagina image to give you an idea. I mean, that's fair, I think. I mean, that would shorten the lines up for sure. I mean, or maybe even a picture of a split dick. That would probably cause some people to turn away. Rich says, probably been a while since she's been cleaned out anyway. Cole says his head flew off. Is he okay? I'll get to that in a second. I'm not even kidding you. Chris says that's a free episiotomy. Now, I think I remember that term. I think that's when, mom's having a baby. They make a little incision. It's just making me sick thinking about it. Right in the key spot to open up the hole so that the baby can emerge. Megan says, worst douche ever. Corey, who's on fire, says keeping her legs crossed was probably a foreign concept to her. I don't know why you're attacking her. Maureen says immediate hysterectomy. Holy crap. What are you supposed to do? Warn people that the ride may cause labia lacerations? It's much more than a labia laceration. It ripped her whole thing and it filled it up with water. My God. I can't imagine the pain. So the lawsuit, let's see, what are they suing for? It just says lawsuit. It doesn't. I would. Yeah, that's worth millions of dollars. Oh my God, she and her husband are suing Disney for $50,000. That's ridiculous. Finally, a lawsuit where you should be suing for like $50 million. They're accusing Disney of negligence, say Disney failed to provide her and other riders with proper protective clothing and failed to warn them of inherent dangers. Disney says, no way. Water slide, head decapitation. I don't think it was a water slide. It was a water slide. It was a 170-foot water slide called Verrückt. In German, that means crazy or insane. This is where the incident happened. That's the slide. Fuck that. Son of a bitch. And it's no more. I think they dismantled it after the kid's head flew off. October 7th, 2016, 10-year-old Caleb Schwab. I hope this person isn't related to Adam Schwab. The 10-year-old son of Kansas State Representative Scott Schwab died while riding Verrückt, the raft he was riding on, went airborne during the ascent of the second jump and impacted a metal support of the netting, decapitating him. The other two passengers, both women, were injured. One suffered a broken jaw. The other suffered a facial bone fracture and needed stitches. Now, as it is, the raft came down with everything but the kid's head, and then the head was like bouncing down the thing, like off the sides, like a goddamn pinball. So you've got the incident, and then people hearing boom, 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 this thing rolling down. I mean, this actually happened. This isn't any bullshit. Grand jury issued an indictment 2 years later against the makers, the director of operations, all sorts of crazy shit. I think eventually charges were dismissed. This is all a crazy pile of shit. I guess don't go on these things. Nothing where if you're on a ride where you're completely strapped in, I get it. I mean, that's great. The chances are slim that anything bad could happen. But think about it. There's nothing holding you in. Common sense should tell you stay away from these types of attractions. Jesus Christ. Corey said some guy about 10 years ago died on the Superman roller coaster at Six Flags because they were so fat. Yeah, these people shouldn't be allowed in there. Just like fucking Black Hodor a couple summers ago, who fell off of that fucking thing in Florida. He wasn't even remotely close to being strapped in there. It just flung him out of the damn thing. Holy shit. Horrible. This may be the darkest show we've ever done. We've got mangled vagina. We've got war of words on fraudulent fat fucks. We've got kids' heads rolling down water slides. This is the worst show that I've ever done. It's gruesome. I got Corey over there being horrible with his jokes. His last one, uncross and get a gallon of water up her vag. Keeping her legs crossed was a foreign concept to her. My God, what is happening? Thank you to Joe Martinez from A&E Heating and Cooling, 616. I have a lot of sponsors to catch up on. 616-516-8579. AEHeatingCooling.net. 616-516-8579. Love you so much. By the way, one more thing I need to point out about the whole fat people thing. Amanda is the one who said, I love it when you beat me up. That's what I need. And I don't even think it was that bad. It was only Kenny who took the below the belt shot. So look, when it comes to any of this, it's because this is what we set out to do. We're supposed to be a team. Okay? And I want everybody to buy into that. So please do so. Anyway, Joe Martinez, 616-516-8579. 9 days till Joe is here, tuning up the furnace. You can get the furnace tune-up for just $79 when you call Joe, 616-516-8579. No one does it cheaper. No one does it better than A&E Heating and Cooling. And if you have any problems that occur away from the scheduled maintenance, Joe can help you. Even if you need an after-hours service call, just remember A&E Heating and Cooling, 616-516-8579. Superior Cleaning and Power Washing, that is Throat Slab Dale. Dale will be joining us for trivia at 10:30 a.m. today, Eastern. 231-740-4098. That's 231-740-4098. Yes, he can get the moss off your roof. He's the one who told me about that product that you can put on there to get rid of the moss, too. Get it off and keep it off. 231-740-4098 for Superior Cleaning and Power Washing. All right. So I don't know if you guys remember the story about Lady Gaga. Hold on a second. Joe Martinez. I'm not sure what he means here. Joe writes, service professor at $49. I'm not sure what he's getting at there. Are you actually giving a price for the competition? Did you just do something dumb? Hold on a second here. I'm calling you right now, you dumb shit. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Hey, is this Joe Martinez?
Depending on the day of the week.
Well, that's just silly.
Why?
Did you just write on the chat? What did you
Yes,
just,
sir, I did.
Why did you write?
Because you see, if you've seen the commercials on TV, Rapids has it for $29, Service Professor, my bad. Service Professor is $29 and Rapids is $49. The reason they're doing that is because they're coming in and, you think you're getting a deal, but actually what they're trying to do is sell you a furnace.
Yeah, I know that.
So they'll come in and they'll say, hey, your furnace is bad. You need to replace it.
Right. Now that I believe. That I believe. But you don't point it out. Nobody knows that.
Well, That's why I'm pointing it out. Because you see, people think they're getting such a deal. Oh yeah, $49 or $29 or whatever. See, I charge you $79. I'll come in. If your furnace is 20 years old and it looks good and it's still working, I'm not going to try and sell your furnace. I'm just going to tell you will eventually need a furnace.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I'm not.
Okay.
That's the whole concept behind that. So when people see these commercials, they think they're getting a deal. It's just like that one, you buy one, get one free. If you have them come in, they will sell you a furnace, but they're going to charge you like $9,000 to $10,000 for that furnace.
Yep. That I know.
So technically, you're not getting the AC for free.
Teach me some more forbidden Spanish.
What do you want to know, man?
Say something. Okay, let's say one of your Mexican friends just said something horrible to your whole family. What do you want to say to that guy?
I have to think about it for a second. Que se va la chingada, pinche güey pendejo, cabrón, estúpido, pinche cabrón, te voy a chingar a la pinche madre, te voy a romper el pinche cico con todos los pinches días, cabrón, pendejo, y todo eso así, madre, tu pinche madre, la tuya, güey.
I love that. I don't know what you said. I heard pendejo, and I said it's pretty bad.
So what'd you think of that, huh?
That was great.
That was great. Yeah.
That was awesome.
No. Huh?
All right.
That's the reason I was pointing that out, just so that people know that.
All right.
So man, they want to go to Service Professor. That's fine. I don't care.
They're terrible. Fuck those guys.
They'll just call me back. It's like I tell people when they have somebody else, install something for them and it's cheaper than mine or whatever, then I say, well, it's fine. I don't care. You're going to call me back to fix it anyways, and it's going to cost you more money.
Right.
Como te dice tu abuela, el más barato no te sale más caro.
I hear you. Okay.
So.
All right.
Okay.
Love you. Bye.
All right. We'll talk to you.
Yeah. He doesn't love me back. Megan says, meanest freaking team. You can't possibly be talking about me. I'm here to love and support people. If you want to sit around and when people fuck up and say, yeah, good job, you'll get it. Well, you go for it. Sit there in your loser chair. Ryan says, I'm free game. You never have to hold back on me, buddy. I need the fat shaming or I'm going to be a diabetic fuck. So true. Aram says we should have a weekly Zoom meeting for status updates. Why? So they can lie to our faces? Aram says, so buy a new furnace and then have the $49 guys service it. I don't think that's what he's saying. All right. Good news. The lady who helped steal Lady Gaga's dogs will not be able to claim the $500,000 reward. Yeah, that's right. If you remember, the dogs got stolen. One of the guys who stole the dogs, in which the dogs got, Koji and Gustavo, got stolen. And then they shot the dog walker. That was horrible. That was when he was just walking around down the street with the dogs at night. These assholes.
So fat.
Brendan, you're not fat.
Approach,
It's the shirt.
and they're like, "Oh my God, there's Lady
Look at
Gaga's
me.
dog.
He's too
Let's go
plastic.
get
It's tight
him."
around the chin. It's been 24 hours since Lady Gaga's dog walker was shot and her beloved French bulldog stolen in a brazen Hollywood heist.
And tonight we're learning exclusive.
Oh my God! I've never seen aerial footage of the poor guy shot.
About what happened from an eyewitness who went running to help that shooting victim. Eyewitness News reporter Leanne Suter is live in Hollywood with that exclusive interview. Leanne.
Colleen and Mark, Dennis Velichko says that dog walker was clutching the one French bulldog that managed to escape from the thieves for his life. He didn't want to let the dog go despite the fact he was bleeding out. The search now on for the suspects and those two missing bulldogs. A violent canine robbery caught on camera in West Hollywood. The target, Lady Gaga's dog walker and her 3 beloved French bulldogs.
When you said he sounds like Homer Simpson.
The guy started screaming, no, no, no. And then you just heard the shot get fired. Grab some towels from inside.
This is at the height of COVID. That's why everyone's wearing a mask.
Got to the guy, and then he told me right away who he was, who he worked for, whose dogs they were, of course.
Ryan Fisher, seen here, often walked the dogs in this West Hollywood neighborhood. The suspects getting away with 2 of the 3 dogs, Koji and Gustav, after opening fire on Fisher. In the surveillance video, you can hear them growl as the suspects put them into the car. The 3rd dog, Miss Asia, managed to escape and runs to Fisher's side as the
that breaks my heart.
Suspects race off. Dennis Velichko was one of the first to run to Fisher's aid, staying by his side until paramedics arrived.
Okay, so if you remember this story, it was like a short time later. Jimmy says it sounds like a haunted house. Jimmy says it sounds like a haunted house. It was a short time later that somebody comes walking into the police station, some chick, and says, hey, I got the dogs. I'm here to collect my reward. Well, that bitch was the girlfriend of the guy who was committing the robbery. So the whole thing unravels because they're idiots. Everybody gets in trouble. People are in prison. And this woman says, well, wait a minute. What about my $500,000? I got you the dog back. And they're like, yeah, fuck you. Well, she files a suit. She filed suit for the $500,000. Plus, she's suing Gaga for $1.5 million more in additional damages. What? The nerve. Jennifer McBride, the lady's name. In July, McBride's attorney had argued that by stating that Gaga said no questions asked with the reward offering and failing to pay, Gaga committed a breach of contract, fraud by false promise, and fraud by misrepresentation. God damn. I think I've said this before, that if you're in that courtroom and you're in front of that judge, the judge should be able to take that gavel and stick it up your ass, gavel side first. Judge Holly Fuji said in her court order that McBride's complaint was legally insufficient in its entirety. Translation, bullshit. Following her involvement in the theft, pointed out that McBride was indicted and pleaded no contest to charges of receiving stolen property in 2022 and was therefore not entitled to thereafter benefit from their wrongdoing by seeking to enforce the contract. Can you believe that? She's involved in the theft and expects to get the reward and then sues her because she doesn't get the reward. At the time, McBride was dating one of the guys, fellow accomplice Harold White, the father of Jalen White. Jalen was involved in the robbery. They were all in on it. The robbery and shooting. 5 people were involved in this. It was all a fucking plot. A previous news release from the LAPD said that the couple was determined to be accessories after the initial crime. They were held on suspicion of accessory after the fact to attempted murder, a charge of which McBride was ultimately not convicted of. The guy who shot the dog walker got 21 years in prison. Fisher's made a full recovery. The dog's made it home safe. But this is just fucking stupid. God damn. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Lady Gaga is extremely attractive, but she is one of the ugliest people I've ever seen in my life. This is the most beautiful, ugly woman I have ever seen. Like, if I saw her in person and I was single, I would swoon. I would start dry heaving at how ugly she is while telling her how outrageously beautiful she is. I know that sounds insane, but it's true. That right there is beautiful, ugly. There's no other way to describe it. Like this lady right here, this actress on this TV show Found, just beautiful. In no way ugly. Shanola Hampton. Gaga, total bow wow. One of the hottest women on the planet, in my opinion. Jimmy says trans looking. Well, I don't know about that. Brandon says like a pug, the cutest ugly dog ever. Corey says huge nose. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's what I'm attracted by. Bob says she's better looking than Taylor Swift. Rich says she's a Cincinnati Bengal. Great uniform, horrible helmet. Oh, my God. Great uni, bad helmet. I wouldn't know what to think. If she said to me, Eric Zane, I want you to make love to me, I would be like, well, okay. But I'm going to be vomiting on you while we're making love. Are you okay with that? So I don't know. Maybe she's into that. Maybe we put some type of tarp over her body. But there's no question I'm going to be barfing while ridiculously aroused. Did you guys know that Jimmy did makeup for Taylor Swift? All right. Thank you once again to Blue Frost IT, the managed IT service provider for this podcast, 616-200-8550. An amazing team, making sure that your IT at your small or medium-sized business is running the way it should be. If it's not, they can fix it. Call them 616-200-8550. That's 616-200-8550. If you're looking to upgrade the tech at your business, sit down for a 30-minute complimentary consultation. You know, the last time you updated your tech was years ago. This is an ever-changing industry. You need to get what's new and current and right for your business. 30 minutes, the conversation is all it will take to be on the right track. Blue Frost will help you every step of the way. Call at 616-200-8550. BlueFrostIT.com. I'm always looking for new sponsors. I've got one that's going to start very, very soon. I'll keep that under wraps for now. But if you're interested in getting the message out, the word out, marketing on the Eric Zane Show podcast, drop me a line, eric@ericzaneshow.com. I'll tell you how it works. Okay. Cameo, you can find me on Cameo, cameo.com/Eric Zane. Have me roast your friends. Maybe you got someone who's making excuses about being a fat ass all the time. You want me to give them a little pep talk. I'll be happy to do that. Cameo.com/Eric Zane. When it comes to insurance for your family, I have to ask you, let's say you got a wife, you got kids, or you got a husband, you got kids. What's going to happen if something happens to you in the unlikely event that something tragic happens and all of a sudden there's a hole in the family? Oh, my God, that's a tough one. The one thing that you can ensure will not be an issue is how the family survives for a long, long time or maybe forever. It depends on a life insurance policy. That's it. You pay a few bucks each month, and the policy guarantees that as much money as you want to get the family covered for goes to them. That's a very morbid thing to think of, but it's absolutely necessary. If you have loved ones, you need insurance, life insurance. Frank Fuss will help you every step of the way. Frank Fuss from My Policy Shop Insurance. You can reach out to him, and he will help you with your life insurance policy from no matter where you are in the U.S. Reach out to him via his website, buyinsurancehere.com. That's B-U-Y, buyinsurancehere.com. Student loans are kicking in. Thank God. The nation's deadbeats are freaking out because, well, first of all, the Joe Biden nonsense of loan forgiveness failed. Thank God. That crock of shit. Now these losers have to pay back $1.6 trillion in federal student loan debt. The Department of Education says 43 million Americans owe that money. Cue the I can't make it stories. Boy, you would think that no one prior to the pandemic had ever had to pay off a student loan bill. Prior to the pandemic, when the world shut down, right at the pandemic, the government said, all right, hold off on the student loan payments. You might need that money. And then right when it was about to start again, Joe Biden said, no. I want to pay off their debt. I want to, all these people that went to college and took loans for college, chose to do that. I want to give them all money. Meanwhile, Joe's skilled labor is out earning, doesn't get a penny. And all Joe blue collar has done, all Joe skilled labor has done is educate himself with on-the-job training for 2.5, 3 years after he got out of high school, and is earning like a fucking boss at age 21. And all these fucking assholes are running up the debt, and then they're like, I can't pay it now. Oh, it's so hard. Where am I going to come up with $500 a month? You asshole. Holy fucking shit. What an absolute embarrassment. You entitled assholes. This article, Darlia Adams is so concerned about her federal student loan payments that restarted on October 1. The mother of one from Birmingham, Alabama, has already taken a second job. What? Oh my God! A second job? Oh, how will you cope? Adams is among the millions of people in the U.S. who have some kind of federal student loan debt. And as repayments begin for the first time since the start of the pandemic, many borrowers are having to choose between putting food on the table and paying their bills. That line right there is bullshit. Okay? I guess I'll either not eat. Either I can eat or I can pay my student loan. There's nothing more I can do. There's not another thing that I can do. In no way can I earn a few bucks more to be able to subsidize my own loan with myself. There's no way I can possibly do without this, that, and the other thing. I'll tell you what, if I had to choose between eating and the loan, and the loan's not going anywhere, and every month I don't pay it, I add more interest onto it, I'm going to cut everything out. Everything. If it means feeding me and my kids, I'll just fucking live like 1976. I'll sell my fucking phones. I'll cancel my plan. I'll wipe out all streaming services. I'll wipe out my cable. I'll wipe everything out. If it's between eating and student loan, give me a fucking break. I'm dreading it so much, Adams said. I'm nervous. Adams is not shy about her concerns or current financial situation. The 27-year-old owes $38,000 in federal student loans, and her new monthly payment will be around $530 a month. She's a customer service representative, and she takes home around $1,500 a month, meaning she'll have little money left over once she pays the bills and buys groceries. That always drives me crazy. The fact that whatever she does in her job, making that little a month is one thing. Okay, so she's bringing home $18,000 a month as a customer service representative. I don't know about you, but I can make $1,500 a month making French fries part-time at Bosco's if I felt like it. I'm not even kidding you. If I work 3 days a week at Bosco's, I could make easily. If I worked 3 days a week at Bosco's, I would bring home about $800 a month making fucking French fries. I've got a child. I'm alone. I have a child. There's got to be some way someone can watch the child. I don't give a fuck what it is. Make an arrangement. Figure it out. That's bullshit. It's such excuse making. That's what this whole show has been about. Excuse making. God damn it. And there's no help. So it's like we're drowning in debt, she said. $530, you're drowning in debt? Give me a break. With not only student loans, but everything else, and there's no way to catch up. You should work extra hard and pay double. You should pay $1,060 a month and get that fucking shit paid off. Do whatever you have to do. Federal student loan repayments have been paused for so long in this country that there are nearly 3 graduating classes of college students who have never had to manage their finances while paying those student loan bills. Well, guess what? Now you do. It's one of the many reasons financial experts are concerned about the overall impact the resumption of payments will have on the broader economy. It should have no impact on the broader economy. These people just need to balance their money and figure out a way to bring more money in. If you're a mom of one and you're only bringing in $18,000 a year after taxes, you're doing something wrong. And you went to school. You went to school and you've got student loans, $38,000, and the education has led you to earning $18,000 a year after your education. I think something really wrong has happened if that's the spot you're in. $18,000 a month. Are you sure it's not $1,800? Must have misheard easy. Maybe I did. It's $1,500 a month, $18,000 a year. Chris in Maine said these people want to spend that money just on other shit. So stick it to the bank and make them reset. Stick it to the bank and make them reset. Brandis says, not always true. Paying for childcare is expensive. May not have any family to watch them. Not everyone is so lucky. Understood. But you're going to have to come up with something. You're going to have to figure it out. Friend, make a friend. Do something. I mean, it's a matter of life and death. You'd be surprised at how adaptable a person is when they really, really put their mind to it. So I don't accept any excuses for people. None. When it comes to pay, unless if you're like a quadriplegic or something like that. There are ways to do it. You have to figure it out. You can't sit there and have the world solve your fucking problems for you. Jesus Christ. Chris says, is this EZ or Jocko? Oh, I'm serious about this, man. When I hear about these losers not being able to pay their fucking bills, you deadbeat pieces of shit, I've got more sympathy for the lady who tried to get $500,000 for Gaga. Nick says, stop having kids when you're broke. Nick's like the poster child for fucking skilled trade. That's what I always like to ask skilled trades guy when he hears about all these college fucks, the prospect of them getting all of their loans repaid. How does that make you feel? All you were doing was educating yourself and paying your taxes so that these entitled pricks can go get free education from the government. That is such bullshit. This holiday season will really be a test for a lot of people as they have one more ball to juggle. Not really. You just don't buy anything. The Biden administration has also rolled out the SAVE plan, a new income-driven repayment plan to help borrowers plan for upcoming payments. Many can cut their monthly payments to zero based on their income. That's a great incentive. So if you work hard to not earn any money, we will give you this money free. That is the opposite of the American dream. Work hard, thrive. Work less, decrease your income, and we will reward you. Signed, Joe Biden. Fuck you. My God. Even with more repayment options, though, Spencer Dixon with the Student Debt Crisis Center believes many borrowers are going to struggle with those bills, especially given the role of inflation. Are they going to struggle? Yes. Good. That's what it's supposed to be. You have borrowers who have a substantial amount of debt and struggle to pay monthly payments and aren't used to doing that for the last 3 years. It's going to be tough. They'll overcome. They'll be fine. Let them find their way. Okay? Enough. This is where the fiscal conservative Eric Zane manifests. Okay? This is where the very conservative EZ financial brain takes over. Pay your bills, fuckheads. God damn. The world is not going to solve your problems for you. Go out and do it yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, Jackie O is dead. She's been dead, actually, since June. She's, I think, a rapper. No, I don't know. Jackie O is from the comedy challenge show Wild and Out. Don't know anything about it. This is Jackie O. She's beautiful. She was beautiful. She's not alive anymore. She's dead. Look at that. That fantastic hair. Beautiful face. Problem, though. She wanted a fake ass. Which I didn't realize it was that common, but women have I guess you cut their ass and you stuff something in their ass. A gluteal implant. She died from complications from a gluteal implant. They actually stuck something in her ass cheeks. Gluteal augmentation procedure. She was only 33. She wanted a big, juicy ass so bad, it actually killed her. She died from getting a big ass. which I think it's the most ridiculous look ever when they have that ridiculous ass shape. God damn. It looks so odd to me. I just can't handle it. I am such an athletic frame type. I'm big on athletic frame. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be athletic looking. This might be why I'm attracted to Olympic athletic men. I'm not really. I'm just saying that to be an asshole. No, you don't even need boobs. I don't even care about boobs. Boobs don't matter to me unless if it's completely flat. There can only be, even if it's just a little nub. I'm not a boob guy. I am face, eyes, athletic build. Defined arms, shoulders, like a chick who swims. This gluteal augmentation is ridiculous. She was cleared prior to the operation and traveled with her aunt from Georgia to Miami for the surgery May 30. She was prescribed a series of drugs, ciprofloxacin, oxycodone, and ondansetron. She developed a headache after the operation, continued to decline, admitted to the emergency room. She never has done tobacco, alcohol, or drugs. And then she passed away. The official cause of death, complications due to gluteal augmentation. That's going to make you think twice about any type of plastic surgery. My God. It just seems ridiculous to me. Stuff something in my ass cheeks. Rich says Eric is not a boob or butt guy, but definitely a foot guy. Oh, my God. I saw a video yesterday of some chick who was getting her back cracked. And she was sitting like a lady with one leg over the other crossed, but the flip-flop was dangling on the foot. And I was like, oh, my God, what the hell? I had to shut it off. Terrible. I mean, terribly awesome. Corey suggests doing squats if you want a bigger ass. Hot Wings apparently said one time, Eric, you married a boobless ginger boy. Did he say that about my wife? How did I not kick his ass? I don't recall that. Kristen Main says, do you watch foot job porno? No, I don't. I do not watch that. I'm not kidding you. It's almost like I see it and I go, oh my God. It's very strange when I see a foot. Blue State Rob said, yes, it was part of a bit. It's one of the few lines that sticks with me to this day. I am amazed that I didn't get so bothered by that I didn't punch him in the face. I think it would have been perfectly acceptable to do that. A boobless ginger boy. God damn. That was before she got breast implants, though. Linda says, thank God there have been no more foot pics in the F3 group. Rob says, I was in on the joke. Asshole of the day today. Nominees are Kenny. Kenny's got to be a nominee for Asshole of the Day. Amanda is also a nominee for Asshole of the Day. Brandis, for the second day in a row, is a nominee for the Asshole of the Day. Brandis is miss. I don't like this conversation. It's hurting me. You're fast earning an impression. Okay? She writes, fuck off. You are on your way to earning an impression. I am not comfortable with this. Look, the asshole of the day is the badge of honor. If you earn a nomination, I mean, that should be something you're happy about. Let's see here. Today's asshole of the day are none of those people. They are the student loan bitches. Oh, Megan gets one too. Megan has the nomination for asshole of the day too. I don't like where she's coming from. Student loan bitches are your assholes of the day. Go pay your fucking money, you deadbeat losers. Jesus fuck. Gaga's dog walker. Are you crazy? Brandon says, oh, well, get my hopes up. LMAO, fuck off anyway. Thanks for being here, folks. Talk to you on Patreon. We have Smarter Than a Former Drug Dealer Trivia coming up in 22 minutes. I'll talk to you then. Thank you. Bye-bye.